Warning: the pressure to maintain emotional intelligence at work could be your silent downfall. Every time you mask your true feelings with a smile or suppress your frustration, you're not just caping, you're risking your well-being. In today's corporate landscape, emotional intelligence is hailed as the cornerstone of effective leadership. However, overvaluing this trait can spiral into burnout, disengagement, and deep-seated resentment. Think of that colleague who seems to juggle everything effortlessly. Beneath their calm exterior lies an internal battle, questioning their worth and feeling invisible. Now, picture your manager praising you for being the calm in the storm. Each time you hide your emotions, you're not just donning a mask, you're constructing walls that can ensnare you in a cycle of stress and anxiety, often unnoticed until it's too late. The fallout from this emotional facade can be insidious. Team dynamics suffer, communication falters, and the workplace morphs into a breeding ground for misunderstandings. How often have you yearned for a space where honesty reigns? As tension escalates, it's crucial to recognize that the very skills we're encouraged to cultivate can backfire. When leaders prioritize emotional intelligence over authenticity, they risk fostering an environment where vulnerability is perceived as weakness. Take Julia, a high-performing employee who believed suppressing her feelings was key to her success. As pressure mounted, she felt increasingly isolated, leading to doubts and mistakes that compounded her stress. The irony: in her quest to embody the ideal emotionally intelligent leader, she lost sight of her own needs. This is just Julia's story. It reflects a trend many face today. So, how do we navigate this treacherous terrain without losing ourselves? It begins with understanding that true emotional intelligence involves recognizing and expressing your feelings, not ignoring them. Creating a culture of open dialogue can revolutionize your workplace. When leaders model vulnerability, they set a powerful precedent for the entire team. Ultimately, it's about balance. Embrace your emotions, but don't let them dictate your actions. Reflect on your experiences. Are you truly being heard or merely playing a role? As you advance in your career, remember this: the hidden consequences of overemphasizing emotional intelligence can be profound. It's time to change the narrative. Let your authentic self emerge and watch how it transforms not just you, but your entire workplace. Have you ever felt that uneasy vibe when a manager prioritizes emotions over facts? You're not alone. There's a hidden risk when emotional intelligence becomes the sole compass for leadership. Picture a charismatic leader who always knows the right words, making you feel valued and understood. It's captivating, but what happens when emotional intelligence overshadows accountability? When the need for harmony takes precedence over tough decisions that drive success? You might think companies that heavily focus on emotional intelligence can unintentionally create environments. It's like living in a bubble. Everything feels safe until it suddenly bursts. You start to wonder what happens when crucial issues are brushed aside. Imagine being in a team meeting where everyone is smiling and nodding, yet inside fire, all thinking this isn't working. The leader, charming as they are, remains unaware of the cracks forming beneath the surface. If problems aren't addressed early, they can fester and lead to a toxic culture, leaving you hesitant to voice your concerns. Now, think about the leaders you admire. Fire often seen as empathetic, but what if their emotional insight causes them to avoid tough conversations? You could find yourself in a situation where team morale is high, but productivity is plummeting. The illusion of harmony can become a trap, stifling innovation and growth. Let's raise the stakes. Imagine a looming deadline and the team is falling behind. The leader, wanting to keep the peace decides to extend the deadline without addressing the underlying issues. You might feel relieved in the moment, but what are the long-term consequences? Dependencies start to form, trust begins to erode, and before you know it, the entire project could be derailed. So, what's the solution? It's not about tossing emotional intelligence aside, it's about finding a balance. A great leader can empathize while still holding the team accountable, creating an environment where feelings are acknowledged, but facts guide decisions. Imagine a leader who encourages open dialogue, where team members feel safe to share their concerns and ideas. This balance fosters a culture of transparency and resilience, embracing those uncomfortable conversations that led to growth. As you reflect on your own experiences, ask yourself, are you allowing emotional intelligence to overshadow accountability in your life? The true essence of leadership lies in that delicate balance between empathy and decisive action. Before you go, think about how you can nurture that balance. A small shift in perspective might unlock a more effective leadership style. If you found this discussion thought-provoking, have you ever felt like your workplace is an emotional roller coaster? You're definitely not alone. Many people find themselves in corporate cultures that prioritize emotional intelligence, but focusing too much on emotions can lead to unexpected downsides. Imagine walking into a meeting where feelings take precedence over facts. While nurturing emotions is important, this focus can sometimes mask deeper issues. We all crave connection, but what if that need causes us to overlook other vital skills? Picture a team that prioritizes empathy while neglecting critical thinking. That's a dangerous situation. When was the last time you felt pressured to agree even when you knew an idea was flawed? This is just uncomfortable. It can lead to serious problems. Making decisions based on emotions can derail progress and result in regrettable choices. When emotional intelligence overshadows other essential skills, it creates a toxic environment. People hesitate to share differing opinions for fear of backlash, stifling innovation. Let's visualize a scenario: a project team facing a tight deadline. Instead of addressing a major issue, they avoid it to keep the peace. What happens next? A failed project, leaving the team scrambling to fix the fallout. This pressure to maintain a cozy atmosphere can foster a culture of silence. Even worse, those skilled in emotional intelligence might dominate discussions, overshadowing other critical perspectives. Sure, here's the tightened version of your script: chunk drowning critical thinkers can have unspoken consequences that lead to burnout. Employees may feel the weight of constant emotional labor, resulting in dissatisfaction and high turnover. When empathy becomes a job requirement, it can feel burdensome. So, what can we do? It's all about balance. We need to value emotional awareness alongside critical skills. Imagine a workplace where feelings and facts coexist harmoniously. Can we create an environment that appreciates every voice, even dissenting ones? Absolutely.